Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to work through another Code Wars challenge, and this one's called multiplication table for number. It is a pretty straightforward problem, but there are some interesting things we can do with it in Swift. Let's dive in. Before we start writing any code, let's make sure we understand what we are actually being asked to do here. We are given a number and it's always going to be an integer between 1 and 10. Our job is to return its multiplication table as string. So for example, if the input is 5, the output should look like this. A few things worth paying attention to here. Each line follows the same format. Multiplier, space, asterisk, space, the number, space, equal sign, space, then the result. The lines are spread by a new line character and one thing the problem specifically calls out. There should be no trailing new line at the end. We'll keep that in mind when we write our solution. Alright, let's get into the code. We have function called multi-table that takes one integer parameter, number, and returns a string. Let's start by opening the function. The underscore before numbers means we don't need a label when calling this function. And the return type is string since we are building a text-based table. Now for the core of the solution, we are creating a range from 1 to 10 like this. And then we call a map function, which goes through its number in the range and transfer it into something else. In our case, its number 8 is going to become one line of the table. The 8 here is the current multiplier for each pass-through. Inside the closure, we build the string for each line. Inside here, we can use string interpolation to embed values directly into the string. So we can write like this. We can write 8 multiplier with number, and the result we receive will be E multiplier with number. Okay, after map branch, we have an array of strings. We need to join them into one. So after a map function, we can write a join function, and we can split our string with new line like this. Let's run the test and everything passed nice. And everything passed correctly. We can try to click button atom, okay, and submit. So that's a wrap for this one. The key takeaways here is how we can use map and join together to build a multi-line string cleanly in just a few lines. String interpolation also keeps things readable instead of manually stitching strings together. We just described what the output should look like. It is a pattern that comes up a lot, so it's worth getting comfortable with. Alright, that's it for today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.